Well, what about you and Luke?
Oh, May, that is the saddest of all. We were practically an institution, you know, Luke and Laura. Like it was all one word. You ask any of our friends, and it was always Luke and Laura this and Luke and Laura that. Fixed together in everyone's minds. And now I feel like we've never been farther apart. It's almost like Luke and Laura doesn't exist anymore.
You still love him, don't you?
Oh, God, yes.
And you want him in your life?
With all my heart. But it feels like we're unraveling. And neither one of us knows how to repair it or to stop it. I make the moves that I think are going to help. And I end up making it worse.
How so?
The more I know, the more I think that Luke's partnership with Sonny is a threat to our family. So I went to Sonny and I asked him to honor an agreement that they had with each other for Sonny to sell his interest in the club back to Luke. Luke found out about this and he just pitched a fit. I mean, we had a big row, one in a series of them. And my son blames me for the entire situation when I did this for him and for Lulu. I mean, if it were just me, I never would have left his father in the first place.
Well, all I can say is this certainly puts the squirrel situation in perspective. Laura, how would you feel if I were to say a few words to Lucky about the situation?
Actually, I would be very, very grateful.
I don't know what else to say except keep putting one foot in front of the other and try to keep positive thoughts. Okay?
That's hard to do when it keeps taking me farther and farther away from Luke.
Hey, Granny May.
Hey!
Laura, glad to see you. I've been trying to reach you.
Oh?
About that matter we discussed the other day. Turns out it could be a lot more serious than we thought, and a lot more trouble for Charles Street.
What is wrong with you, Justice Ward? You don't come sailing in here, dropping bombs about trouble in Charles Street, and then you pause for effect. Explain.
This is about the woods, isn't it?
You mean the end of Royal Street?
Mm-hmm.
Laura noticed that the for sale signs were down, and she asked me to look into who may have purchased the property. I have, and I'm afraid we might have a disaster on our hands. The ownership is established through an entity called Dayworks Company.
I've never heard of them, have you?
No. I suspect they're a holding company of a larger corporation or for someone who wishes to conceal his or her identity. Either way, I'm going to find out. But our more immediate problem is if this gorilla of a store gets up and running, it could mean the end of the foundation and everything we've worked for in Charles Street.
I'm not sure I understand. Why would that affect us?
Well, it's very insidious. A predatory chain moves into a community supported by other outlets and siphons off business from all the local merchants.
See, they offer name brand product at rock bottom prices, which is effectively drives off the competition, which in our case just happens to be the very people the foundation is trying to give a leg up.
Okay, and once they have a monopoly on the neighborhood, then I bet they start sending the prices way back up.
Oh, fast enough to make your head spin.
At which time it's too late to do anything about it.
Right, and because they have the other outlets to fall back on, they can lower the prices again if and whenever the need arises, effectively blocking any attempt for competition.
We can't let that happen.
Well, I think we're all in agreement on that. The problem is we don't have a lot of time. These folks are filing papers right and left, and zoning ordinances, construction permits. Whatever or whomever this Dayco is, they're in a big hurry. And if we're going to counteract, we've got to move now.
Mom? Hey, Mom.
Hey, cowboy, give me a hand with this.
Yes. Holy cow. I don't think she's here.
Well, good.
Oh, really?
I'm not quite up for another round yet.
That was a cool trip, wasn't it?
Hey, I thought so. I can't speak for Sonny, though.
Oh, no, he did okay. For a city guy.
Well, you know, I think I saw a little glimmer of an upward twist at the corners of his scowl at the end there.
Well, did you know he could cook like that?
I heard rumors.
I never realized you could eat so well on a camping trip. I mean, you know, we should take him every time.
Well, if not, we'll get him to fix us up some doggy bags.
You know what I just thought of?
What?
Remember that time when me and Mom went camping?
Uh-huh.
And for some odd reason, you dressed her up like a Girl Scout.
Well, that was because it was, Halloween, wasn't it?
No, it was summer, Dad.
Right.
Man, I miss that. You know, doing things, going places together. You're really mad at her, aren't you?
Afraid so, cowboy.
But you still want to work things out, right? We should organize like gangbusters.
Well, I think the first thing we need to do is put together a brain trust to strategize how to stop this development.
Right, we should call a neighborhood meeting ASAP. The community needs to be educated and prepared in case we can't stop the construction. You see, unless people know about the dangers, this store could actually sound like a good thing.
Well, you know, it seems to me that we can find a way to help the local businesses in keeping their customers, making the stores more attractive, better services.
Well, I think we need to implement these ideas immediately. In the meantime, I'm going to find out who or what is behind this Dayco.
Anyone leap to mind?
Quartermains.
Justice.
Hey, don't pretend you've forgotten that land purchase debacle.
I haven't forgotten anything, but it defies reason to think that the Quartermains would undermine their own foundation.
They undermined ELQ when they bought that land at inflated prices to manipulate the incinerator site. And ELQ is their bread and butter.
Yes, but the foundation was set up to restore their good name in this neighborhood. Now, why? Why would they want to trash it?
Granny Mae, do you honestly believe that the Quartermains give a damn about how this community perceives them?
Yes, I do.
Well, I hope you're prepared to be in the minority on that one. That's not redundant.
What a comedian.
Maybe I should talk to Monica. You know, she and Alan have never really agreed with the Quartermain's typical ruthless tactics, and they haven't been very shy about voicing their opposition either.
You think she would tell the truth?
Who knows? They band together just like any other family, you know, maybe even more, but it is worth a shot.
Well, assuming that Monica has any information, any of them could be operating independently of the others.
Well, if Edward is behind this, may the Lord have mercy on his soul, because I sure won't. You seen that, Foster?
Lucky? Hey!
Ah,
You're back!
yeah. Hi.
How was it?
Oh, it was great.
Oh, good. Oh, honey, I just missed you so much. I really did. I didn't know you were here.
Hello.
So, how was it? Lucky Spencer, what have you done to your ear? put a hole in my son's ear?
Had to. He wanted an earring.
This is no earring. That's fishing line.
Pretty creative, wouldn't you say?
Do the words blood poisoning mean anything to you?
Do you have blood poisoning?
Oh, no blood poisoning. Mom, Dad was very careful. He sterilized the hook with booze and everything.
Sterilized the what?
The fishing hook.
You pierced my son's ear with a fishing hook. Are you crazy?
I take it that's a rhetorical question.
Mom, everything is fine. Don't freak out, okay? I really wanted my ear pierced.
You don't get to make that decision, Lucky. It is not your ear yet.
You lost me.
Until you're 18, you don't control your ears. We do. And you're a big help.
Oh, lighten up, babe. What's the big deal?
I think that I should have at least been consulted.
You weren't there.
You'll like it once you get used to it. I mean, you like Dad's, right?
No, not so much anymore. Lucky, would you give us a few minutes alone, please?
Come on, Foster. Foster, come on.
Okay. Time for a little truth-telling.
I'm all for it.
You pierced his ear to get back at me.
Laura, everything is not about you, darling. My son wanted a pierced ear. I gave it to him. End of story. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Oh, you're shutting me up?
Yeah, that's right. Let's save the high dudgeon for the big ticket items, shall we? And don't complicate this. It was very simple. The three of us went camping. We had a great time. Nobody got hurt.
The three of you. Who's the third?
Me, your son. The third is Sonny.
You neglected to mention him, Luke.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Clear my camping companions with you now?
I would have appreciated knowing that you took our son into the woods with Sonny Corinthos.
Why? What's the problem? You afraid maybe a goon squad of woodchucks has got a hit out on him? I'm out of here. Hey, kids! Don't forget! Soak that ear in alcohol tonight.
Oh, Dad, wait up a second.
Luke! Bye.
Sorry. Oh, Laura. What a nice surprise. Come in. Well, I'll see you later, Micah.
Oh, don't go on my account.
Actually, that's exactly what I'm doing. What was that about?
That was about me and Luke.
Oh, right, yes. I heard he'd gotten a room at Ruby's. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank you. So am I. Anyway, I thought you might like a visit.
Absolutely. Listen, I'd offer you something, but they don't really have much around here.
Oh, I'm fine. And I managed to smuggle in some homemade Toll House cookies. I got very good at this when my son was in here recouping from his go-kart accident.
Oh, you are absolute dream. I'm going to save them for dessert if you don't mind.
Oh, sure.
How is Lucky?
He pierced his ear. Need I say more?
Oh, well, that hurt.
Sorry.
I haven't laughed in quite a while.
It suits you. You look so beautiful, Monica. I remember thinking that at the nurse's ball.
Oh, considering everything I've gone through.
No, I said simply that you look beautiful. You know, I really am sorry that I wasn't here for you more when you were going through all of this, but I know you had a great support system.
Yeah, so great. They practically drove me to Arizona. I really haven't been very easy on the family.
Oh, well, keep them on their toes. I've been hearing great things about the wellness group.
Saved my life.
So I've heard. The one here at GH is almost up and running. I'm thinking maybe that's something that I'd like to get involved in.
Well, that's right. You're going after your degree.
Trying. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Oh, but look who I'm talking to. The woman who has a full-time career and a family and battles a life-threatening disease and wins and still has time to launch a major support group.
Please, you are exhausting me, and I will take all the help I can get.
Great. Oh, by the way, have I told you how fond I am of Emily?
Yes, well, she is very, very special. I lose sight of that sometimes because of the fear that I have bitten off more than I could chew.
It's a tough age.
Mm.
But you made it through puberty with 2 boys, so I have a lot of faith in you.
I have to confess that they were in boarding school for much of that time. But I'm glad Emily has Lucky for a friend.
Oh, they're just so cute together.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No, of course not.
I'd never consider anything like that. They're far too young.
Absolutely. And besides, I could never talk to Emily about anything so personal. She is convinced that I'm trying to take her mother's place. So I guess when the time comes for her to fall in love, she will run to Alan and he will handle things flawlessly.
Monica, it's such a hard thing you're trying to do. Please don't be so rough on yourself.
Thanks. And shame on me for complaining about my husband. And look at you and what you're going through. How do we get ourselves into these situations?
The question is, how do we get ourselves out?
True.